identifying our problems in the sub-county. In fact, I was so encouraged.
I think after this training, my life and for the entire youth shall change.
I have to go and share other ideas with the fellow committee members like the youth.
Activista,
Activista, up with justice, down with hunger is the motto of the Activista group. Activista is a youth movement founded by ActionAid International. According to the ActionAid Country Strategic Paper 2012 to 2017, it has aimed to mobilize over 5 million youth to take sustained action toward building a poverty-free planet. Activista are also doing campaign for the food security to reduce the hunger problem. In Kapchorwa District, an Activista group was formed in May 2013 by ActionAid Uganda Kapchorwa Local Rice Program in coordination with the partner organization Tuban Organic Farmers Association. The Activista group of Kepteret doing lobby and advocacy for the right of the youth, as well as they are trained about the public expenditure tracking system PETS. To enhance the capacity of Activista members, they came up with an action plan, and the Youth for Governance and Accountability training was held on 12 and 13 December in Kepteret Sub-County according to their action plan. This training has some specific objectives to enhance youth leadership and organizational capacity to undertake effective advocacy and accountability and governance, enable youth to raise their voice to ensure participation in local governance, planning and implementation process, and to identify the local youth problem and prepare an action plan to address those issues in 2014 and beyond. In this training, we used team building and leadership building games and music, community and field visit and interactions, lecture and presentation, learnings and expectation sharing, and group discussion and team-oriented learning. This training was inaugurated by the Local Council 3, Vice Chairperson and Sub-County Chief of Kepteret Sub-County, with the national anthem of Uganda.
Is one of the programs that ActionAid Uganda uses, ActionAid International uses to empower the young people demand for services from the people bearers. But this time round, we are also bringing the youth on board. So it was found out after several studies and surveys that most of the people or the population in the world, most of the people are the youth. And they are the most ignorant majority of people. But the major aim is to empower these young people, also understand the dynamics of how things are being done, and also shape them for a better
programs like the labor patch. One day representatives use labor patch. At least among reports among all areas. The day you go to the accountabilities and your leaders. You go to the bigger body. You go to the use. Serving and 2 masters. So here I'm very good together. Magaste you got offer to get that ActionAid and programs to make body. The Namda was stable. They get up and give the Varana and give Chichan program. So I'm going to program to top about this program in Activista.
these are Activista members for Kepteret Sub-County. And they come from all the 8 parishes in our sub-county. For us as Activista, we have a common goal. As you've seen,
among the group members, 2 members were already trained by ActionAid Uganda about civic education, accountability and governance. The training was led by those youth who already participated in the training. They facilitated their own group to building understanding about governance and accountability. Participants were identified their problems through the group work and prioritized them to intervene in 2014.
then the third one is struggle for leadership positions. Other things to others refuse.
The major method of the training was team building game and group games. Those games helped them to understand the power of unity and make them able to enhance their capacity through creative activities. Also, those games gave them sense to think creatively. The mission bucket and hole in the bottle games are objectives to building understanding of the participants about the teamwork. During the training, participants visited the sub-county office and presented their issues to the sub-county officials.
In one of the framework that was held to help the young people to participate on issues relating to governance issues. And the major key areas are accountability and governance. So we believe that the youth we have here are going to empower the rest of the youth within the sub-county to realize their potential within the sub-county to influence issues that relate to the youth within our sub-county. You see, one of the burning issues was accountability. The many problems facing the young people.
Second day of the training, participants are divided into the 3 groups and they identified the major 10 problems related to the Kepteret Sub. Then they again prioritized 3 main problems for their intervention to solve by the voting. The ActionAid Kapchorwa Local Right Program Inspirator helps them to help prioritize issues to the action plan format.
We need to design a young Kenya activate on the defense. And who will gather this food is the Activista team. Resource person like you and Yava simple.
I've even noticed that group work can really promote someone and move you to another level. Because when you do alone, you cannot even benefit from anything of the government or sub-county, and you cannot even identify the problems you have if you are alone. But when you are with a group, it is very organized really. And even the games were interesting, they made the training lively, and I really enjoyed it.
Not the one right.
That is what I'm saying. What can help us?
Actually, in Activista, it's my first time that I've had such a training. And even reaching to the sub-county, we met with the parish chief, but the chairperson in sub-county was not around. But in fact, he welcomed us, and it was my first time that I presented such issues of Activista in the sub-county. But I'm really grateful that he welcomed us, and he is ready to present those issues, and they are willing to help us promote the youth, and he really support us in whatever we shall be doing.
You have to move. You are not allowed to stay one place. You have to move. You have to move. Move. Not moving. You have to move around here. Move.
After the discussion, the draft action plan was presented to the board and participants gave their comment and suggestions.
This is not the end of everything. You can still propose some activities, and we shall be happy if we become.
Finally, the Activista member came up with a clear action plan for Activista to work on 2014.
Not elephant plans that we cannot achieve. Are we together? For example, when we come to meetings with youths about the importance of vocational trades, how many meetings do you propose we should have?
I also pray that this certificate takes you to the next level. It is very smart, as you can see. And what is very important with certificates, you can buy a heap of them in the house, but if you cannot defend the certificates you have, it is as good as nothing. So make sure, revise what you have been learning and defend this certificate wherever you go.
Thank you.
Now we have our clear destination to our accountability and governance, and we believe that the youth can change the world. So Activista, we go.